Hey guys, prepare yourself. Welcome to another episode of Talking Through the Medias here at T3 Media Studios, your home for entertainment news and reviews by fans for fans. I am your host, Chris Fagan, and joining me is
Joy Fagan.
Joy.
This is Viola from my TikTok.
And guys, tonight we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on with Kanye West. There's some local news. I don't know if it was local or not, but there's some, let's say, dumb criminal news going on. Some updates for the upcoming third installment for the Knives Out franchise. Wake Up Deadman is what I believe it's called. And some other news out there in the world of entertainment and everything like that. So let's get right into it, guys. I'm going to try to make this a tight 30. I'm going to aim for 15 to make it a tight 30. We're going to also update what happened. We're going to recap what happened at our Comicpalooza event. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So let's get started right now as I slowly pull back up the show notes. Going first from hola.com is where I pulled this from. Is it? Am I getting backlash or anything like that, or that's from? No, that's not. That's you. Is that? Am I just hearing? I'm just hearing things. Sorry. From hola.com. This article came in from hola.com that was about Kim Kardashian sharing her photos of her daughter Northwest about the performance of the production of The Lion King. The article discusses how the photo Kim posted on social media divided fans, and some praising North's talent and others criticizing Kim for seemingly exploiting her daughters. Now, I have my thoughts on this. I'm going to probably go on a rant on it, but so Joey, I'm going to start with you. Let me get you on full screen so I can fix the graphics real quick. But what did you think about this whole thing that happened with North?
I mean, I'm not going to bash a 10-year-old.
Go ahead.
That's not her. I mean, that's not cool.
Not.
But I'll bash your mom. I'll bash your parents, her dad.
You'll smash your mom? What?
Bash.
Oh, my bad.
Because they should know better. And they shouldn't have put her in a spot like this. I don't think that she is without talent. I think that with a lot of coaching and voice work and what all the other children and adults whose position she stole from do is a ton of work. It is a ton of work, and so I don't think that it's not something that she could achieve. I'm not going to say she was like, wow, there was nothing there. No. It was just an untrained something that didn't belong up there with all of these people who have worked for probably years of their life to do, and someone else just walks out there who's been singing in the car for like, that's not cool. There's a lot of work that goes involved in these things. I mean, it's like TV and movies. There's positions that are marked on the stage so that you know where to start and where to stop and where to go next. And you have to, it's an acquired talent to learn how to sing with a microphone, because what you hear in your ear and hearing other sounds is very hard to distinguish between the two, and it makes it very hard to sing in tune. It takes a lot of work and practice. It's not something that you just go out there and do and get it right the first time. So it just was very unfair for them to do what they did.
To put her in that position.
Because in the very least, if it's that important to you that either she expressed wanting to do this or they wanted her to do this, in the very least, you have the money, you could have ensured that she was getting the lessons and the training so that when you went out there and jumped the line and said, we're going to flash money and you're going to let my child do this, she was prepared to do what she was supposed to be doing.
And not only that, I like what another influencer or social media, a person that has a background in music, I forgot what their name was. I like what they said, that Kanye West himself should have known better about how this would have looked. Especially being a person that's heavily involved in the music industry, especially as much as a perfectionist he is about his music and making it the best that it can be. He wouldn't have allowed any person that he's talked about how, like Soulja Boy, for example, he said, I heard Soulja Boy was supposed to be on that song that you came out with, but I never heard his verse. He's like, yeah, because that verse was whack. You know, he's not shy about telling people who are making millions of dollars in his industry that they sucked or they're whack and whatnot. But they pulled the biggest Nepo baby entitled move that you could pull. He would not have allowed something like this on something that he produced. Another point that this person made was, and I wish I could remember their name. Another point that they made was that it would not, just going back on what you said, it would not have been as bad that how she jumped the line and took a position away from people that were more deserving of it, who practiced their butts off to do these performance correctly. It would have been as bad as if she would have trained for it, but the costume that they showed, it totally disrespected the ambiance of what the whole show was about.
I understand. I saw the comments where people were like, oh, well, the other actors that were not part, because they're like, people keep misunderstanding. This was not a Broadway musical. This was just a Hollywood Bowl performance to like pay homage to the movie. So it wasn't Broadway. I get that. And I understand that the other original actors that came out, like Jeremy Irons, who played Scar in the movie, he sang his part. And the actors that did Timon and Pumbaa in the animated, the original one, sang their parts. And they were dressed in like slacks, like Sunday church type clothes, not a suit, but slacks and like a dress shirt. Jennifer Hudson was invited and sang, and we all know she can sing. And she was dressed in like a gorgeous ball gown, looked like a princess. So no, they weren't in costumes as part, like they weren't dressed. A lot of these performers were not dressed like the performers that were surrounding them. Mm-hmm. So I understand that the people who are defending her choice were saying, well, not everybody was in costume. There's a lot of the actors that were in regular clothes. I get that. And if North had come out in a Sunday church dress, I would be like, that's fine. But she legit looks like she's wearing her pajamas. I understand that they're like, well, but, you know, it's part of their clothing line. I don't care.
Well, that goes off to my point.
If she had been dressed like the other actors and actresses that looked like we're in our Sunday best, we came here to be look professional, I'd be like, cool. She's dressed like the others. But it's not. She looks like she's came from her bedroom. She's got fuzzy slippers on. Like. But
that goes to another problem. It was partially a fashion advertisement for like Yeezys or whatever the hell his stuff is called, and that's what it was. It was just a publicity stunt, exploiting your child to really just promote your own personal crap, which we know that the Kardashians are also about. They always put their personal family out there on blast to promote something, or whenever, oh, you know what, I don't feel, I don't know, you know, and you know, this goes in, I went past it, but I forgot to mention at the top of the show how things are going to go. I was going to say, guys, because this is a podcast, so remember to, you know, support the channel if you can. If you're watching live, hit the like button here on YouTube or on whatever you're watching on. But if you want to get your comment highlighted onto the show, I'm watching all the comments come in. I see you guys talking. If you can begin yours with the thing that we always say on this show,
for me.
Begin your chats with for me, or I feel like for me, because that is straight from Kim Kardashian. That is me making fun of the Kardashians.
Well,
so
I'm like, you know, on top of this, I don't know. North is a child. I don't know her. I don't know her mentality, her personality. But there are a lot of children and adults who, when thrown into a situation like that, and then to see where the majority of people are going, you suck, that is very soul crushing. Especially if I don't know her desires, if she's somebody who hoped maybe one day to be a singer, sometimes that can be something that's like, oh, I'll never do that again.
Well, no, I saw some footage of her from Kim Kardashian saying she's trying to be the next Joan Rivers. She watches TV with her mom, and she totally criticizes and cuts down other people's fashion choices who are out there. And
so she may be one that's like, I don't care what.
Yeah, she's totally being she's being raised by two narcissists, in my opinion. She's being raised by two narcissists, and she's gonna become she's either one or two things are gonna happen. She's gonna hit that wall. Something's gonna happen where she goes, I don't want to. After seeing what my mom and dad have done and been through, I don't want to do that. I want to be better than that. I feel like there's a chance she could shock us all and be like, I don't want to do that, and I would be better than that. Or she could become 1,000 times worse because all they're doing is they're putting her in a bubble and protecting and shielding her probably from all. Probably not. I think she is on social media, but they're insulating her from it and be like, well, you're a West, you're a Kardashian, you're better than all those, and she could become 10 times worse. And could you imagine somebody 10 times worse than what Kanye's doing right now? I'm like that's my fear. I feel sorry for this person, but this child. But in 8 years, she could be 10 times. We'll know everything we need to know about that Sweet 16. They might bring that show back just for her on MTV. I'm telling you, it's and here's my major problem on it. I'm gonna wrap this up. That whole thing with the Lion King, I feel like the performance that she gave was 100% fitting with what Simba, I love the Lion King. Simba's mentality in that movie at that moment of time when that song was sung. He couldn't wait to be king. I can't wait. We're pretty much saying I can't wait till my dad dies so I can rule it all. It's all gonna be mine. This little spoiled, selfish brat. This song, they picked the perfect song for that mentality because that's how I feel that they're raising her. And you're not going to tell me that Kanye is anywhere near the level of a Mufasa. He's not a Mufasa. This is an alternative universe where Simba was raised by Scar, and put the character that Whoopi Goldberg played, that hyena, put that hyena's brain into the body of Nurabi. That's who Simba is in this alternative universe, in my opinion. That's who this Simba is, and that's what I feel like the Kardashians and the Wests are doing to it. They might not be co-parenting great. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. But they might not be getting along. Whatever's happening behind the scenes, but they seem to have one thing in common that they like. They love to use their daughter to get some clout, because we know that they've been having bad press lately, especially on Kanye's side. And the whole attempt for Kim Kardashian to get back into good graces with Taylor Swift didn't work. So let me just throw my daughter out there, and this is the role that Kim's gonna play now, the bear mom, the protecting mom. You purposely threw your child out there to the wolves like that, so you can play the martyr and the protective mom. That's what I feel like this stunt is, in my opinion. So I don't care. That's how I feel about it. Let me know what you guys think about that. Do you think that it was fair what happened to Northwest? Is the criticism fair? Do you think that it was exploitation from the parents? Write in the chats what you think. If those comments begin with "for me," or I feel like for me, that I will highlight them and you'll hear it
for me
on the chat. Let us know in the box below, and let's move on to the next topic of the day. Okay, so from the Washington Post, a defendant named Corey Harris joined a virtual suspended license hearing in Ann Arbor, Michigan, while driving, and the judge caught it, noticed it. I didn't know. I thought he was probably going to a summons for something else, and he just happened to have a suspended license. But it was also on top of other things. But he had a suspended license. I think he was going to this hearing, and the judge was like, "Are you driving right now?" I'm going to the
couple of things. First off, even if it wasn't suspended license, we're gonna Zoom while driving.
Yeah,
that's that's a no in and of itself.
And the fact that it was for a license, you know what this is about. They can't see me in a car. I got something to say after this.
Like he's looking down, like,
He couldn't.
Not watching the road.
He couldn't put that seatbelt down a little bit. Maybe reverse the image. Oh, I'm in the passenger seat. But nothing. What did you think about this when you first saw this?
I was like, "Are you for real?" And the fact that he was shocked, like, "You're really gonna send me to jail?"
Yeah, turn your ass.
What?
Let me tell you.
What did I do? Are you for real, sir?
It got on Zoom. The hell was you thinking? This motherfucker just ain't trying hard enough in life, man. I'm sorry, but I just couldn't stop laughing at this fool, man. The judge was really trying to hold back, like, this motherfucker really gonna make me do this to him. No, bring your ass over here right now. So yeah. I don't know how much time he's going to get in jail. I know his license ain't going to be given back to him anytime soon. So I don't know. What do you think? What do you think is the appropriate sentencing for this gentleman? Or if you know what he got, let me know in the comment below. And like I said, beginning with, for me, they're the ones I'm going to highlight. Now, if we got any for me, let me know, baby. I'll put them up on. All right, I'll go ahead and check them out in a minute. All right, let's move on to the next topic of the day. All right, I want to give you a little recap of what happened over the weekend with talking to the medias. We were invited to Comicpalooza, and we did our live show, episode 300. I think it was on the costume designs of the Fifth Element. We also were dressed in cosplay for the Fifth Element, and we had a blast. It was a great time. I'll put up on screen right now everything that. So it's there's going to be a little slideshow going on here. Let me see if I can put it on repeat just in case. I'll loop it just in case. But yeah, so in the beginning we started the week off by going onto the Isaiah Factor and talking about the show and what we do and what we're going to be doing. Regular outfits. I dressed up as Ruby Rod a little bit, just to see what kind of reaction I can get. But we did our podcast. Our first time doing our podcast element, we had a young man who helped us out with the setting up the stage. We got more props than that we thought we were going to get. A young man, a man that was dressed up like Zord from the movie as well. We met a lot of people that were dressed in Fifth Element, and we had a great time. And we really do appreciate Comicpalooza for allowing us to do our show live from the event. So if you want to check that out, check out episode 300. It's up on our socials. Or if you want to listen to that discussion of the costume designs of the Fifth Element. On Saturday was the day that I switched it up and I got into the roses. For the first time, the Ruby Rod outfit from the opera, Tabitha as Baby Ray, you as the flight attendant. I switched it up. I wore both Ruby Rod outfits because it went better with yours. Awesome experience. We had a little wager going on whether or not the rose outfit would get just as much as the leather. It turns out the leather one is what people love.
Leopard one.
Yeah. I said leather. Leopard. My outfit is what people love. So and it was on that day as well where we met with cosplayers, and we gave a little interview. So before I do give you the interview that we did, because I want to give them a shout out. It's like a 2-minute video. It's a little bitty break that we can take. I can refill my water cup. I want to get your thoughts on the weekend before we close.
Can we do a little? Can you video me yelling at me or something?
The greatest part, the moment that we had was when we bumped into another Ruby Rod, and I was in my opera outfit. He was in his leopard outfit, and we did our whole.
And he had someone with him that was a flight attendant
and she had another young lady that was dressed with as Joy was dressed. The one problem that the biggest mistake that we made was we didn't start recording ourselves and getting our own footage. Yeah,
they recorded it.
And they got the footage.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
And
we're looking for them. We found a lot of people, but we still haven't found him.
I wasn't thinking about it, and it wasn't until later we were like, we didn't even get their ads. So we have no way to
find them,
look at the footage or talk to them or anything.
Facebook hasn't tracked them down. No. I'm going to go to TikTok to see if we can track them down.
We've seen their picture posted a few times with others, but none of them got their names either.
Yeah. I saw a video of him doing some of the lines. Everybody, my wife, but she's biased. She's like, "Babe, you're the best. You do the best impressions."
You do the tone and everything. It's not just memorizing.
I can do his voice. I can't do his scream. but I did my.
Because even some of it that people asked you was improvised. They wanted you to interact with them.
Yeah, I was
doing the voice, but make something up.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. Ruby Ride, still alive. So yeah, we
them away.
Green like what? So yeah, I've been practicing. I've been doing that voice for a long time. So I love. I may not know all the lines, but like Joyce said, I improvised and I did a lot of it. Some of it was fun. It was great. And on Sunday, that's when I took the kids there. And my kids they're at that age where they don't care if they're not into it themselves. They don't care what I'm dragging them to. So I made a wager with them. I said, I'm going to dress up in the Ruby Rod costume because I brought it with me. And I'll make a bet with you. They love playing their video games. I said, if we get 50 people come up to me and ask for a picture with Ruby Rod, you'll get more video game time. And then the kid, my daughter was hoping the camera. They were all about it now. They were keeping count. They were trying to, when we were at 10, they were trying to say we were at 12, but they didn't need to cheat. They didn't need to lie. They realized now that, we're going to win. Everybody, every 5 seconds, I said, and they got into it. So I started seeing smiles and things like that. It started to pop with them. So I had a blast on Sunday.
It was fun to see some of the celebrities at a distance.
From a distance.
Yeah, we didn't pay for the.
No, we're not fancy like Tabs and Jess. Tabitha got to see
full-on
some characters.
Conversation. Might as well have gotten their phone numbers and. And with two guys from the office.
Yeah, we're getting there. I mean,
we're standing over to the side, just like we're over here.
I mean, little by little. First we were just allowed to cover the event. Then we're doing our show at the event. I think we're getting closer. We're going to be able to do some interviews after a little bit. So
we kept hoping because there was one celebrity.
The conventions you can record and videotape, do your thing, but you have to be a certain amount of feet away from like the celebrity station. You can see it from whatever range. If you can zoom, I guess. But that rule does not exist at Comicpalooza. It's like you will not videotape these celebrities one way or the other. But it was still a good time. I've met plenty of celebrities. I've interviewed them. I've interviewed them here on this channel before. So I want it to happen organically.
Either that the VIP, like Tabs had a VIP pass.
Which allows you to skip the line and talk to them, but
you
not
can't take
pictures.
Or get
unless they say you can.
Or get an autograph without paying. But you can go up in every single line right to the front and say, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
Which is how they had... Because, I mean, the two guys from the office were leaving.
Yeah.
And then
which is the best time to go.
The staff kept trying to be like, we got to go. And they just kept talking
we're talking to our friend Tabs and Jess. It's Tabs and Jess. Yeah.
Showing pictures. I was like, Chris is like, we need to go.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they ain't here for us. They're not here for Ruby. But we did manage to get an interview in, and I wanted to share that with you guys. It was a great cosplayer. I think it's Joseph Forworth, I believe that's what his name is. His name is on the lower third here. JBF. This young man came to Comicpalooza, and he was dressed as the Fat Thor, Big Thor character from Avengers Endgame.
I agree. It's a great choice for you. It's perfect.
I wanted to do a superhero, and that's the one I could come up with the easiest.
Heck yeah.
And I was worried the first time I ever walked in one that they wouldn't recognize who I was, and I couldn't even get 5 foot inside the door, and people running up. Can I get a photo with you?
Yes.
Similar situation.
Yes, absolutely.
Thought the same thing about Ruby Rod from Fifth Element, but this community is so. Tell us about a little bit more about that, like the experience with the people that come up to you that want to take pictures. What's that been like?
It's just an awesome feeling, especially when a little kid comes up. You're my hero. Can I get a picture? I'll kneel down with them, take a picture, dab them, talk to them a minute, and everything else. and they just go away smiling ear to ear.
Awesome.
That makes my day.
I love it. Yes, definitely what the heart of Comicpalooza is about. Just really making the connections of like-minded people.
That's what it's all about.
Yes, I love that.
So next year, is this the costume that you do every year, or will you change it up?
I do it every year, at least one day during the whole thing.
Okay.
It's, tomorrow will be a different one and stuff. We're different to meet wrestlers and stuff.
Okay, cool.
Well, one more time, let our viewers know your name and where they can find you online. If you want to share that.
Joseph Foxworth on Facebook or jbf.thor on Instagram.
And there you go, Joseph Foxworth on Facebook and jbf.thor on Instagram. I'm gonna let you guys know. Last year, our cosplay boss, I walked past him and I said, "Joseph, is that you?" He's like, "Yeah, it's me. I'm Thor. Thor over here." I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "This is an amazing outfit. You look just like the big boss, man." It's like, "Thank you." Met up with John Cena and it was amazing. So that's talking through the media's talking through the media's cosplayer of the year, the Comicpalooza cosplayer of the year. I'm gonna separate it, and there's a reason why I'm saying that because we have an announcement at the end of the episode. To let you guys know. So let us know what you guys think about that. And let's move on to the next topic of the night. I am stalling because I'm trying to get my bearings. Babe, real quick, I wanted to get your thoughts. Have you seen the Deadpool and Wolverine advertisement for that new popcorn bucket? Mm-mm. Good. I'm glad that you said no because now, guess what I'm about to show you? I'm about to show you the revelation of the Deadpool Wolverine popcorn bucket. Guys, don't warn her about what she's about to see. Don't worry about it. It's great.
I feel like it has to be.
It's Deadpool. No, here it is right here. Check this out. You know the marketing of Ryan Reynolds for this is always on fleek. So let's check it out. Let's get you full screen here and check this out. Deadpool Wolverine popcorn bucket revealed. All right. I didn't put the music on because I didn't want to, but there you go. Wolverine, there you go. Yeah, look at all that white popcorn just going deep in your mouth. Stuff his mouth. Yeah, oh yeah. To be a connection thing where you can make a super Deadpool and Wolverine bucket. I haven't seen it. It hasn't been revealed yet, but that's my theory. But do you think, based on the whole marketing campaign of these things, you think my theory is way off? On what do you think about this?
I'm sure they'll do something. I mean, it's Ryan Reynolds.
He'll get
and
sexual.
Of course, he loves to playfully banter with Hugh Jackman. They always mess with each other all the time.
Oh yeah, and this is his way of doing it to the extreme that he's not allowed to do probably in real life, or maybe he does. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you guys think. I think for me, I think it's a must buy. I'm gonna go this. I don't really go for the popcorn, but I'm getting that. I'm getting those or whatever. I want to know what the Deadpool one looks like because I feel like they're gonna intertwine. There's gonna be buckets for like date night buckets. I feel like it's gonna be for a couple. I don't know. That's my thoughts. Let us know what you guys thought. I just thought I'd throw that in there real fast. I thought it was fun. And let's move on to the what could have been the main topic. It was neck and neck on what should be the main topic. At the time, the Northwest story kind of edged out, so I made that the main topic. So I put that one at the beginning. So to close the show, the cast for the third installment of the Knives Out movie has come out. What's the movie called? Wake Up Deadman is the name of the next installment of this franchise. It's a Netflix property now, but I'm pretty sure that they'll do what they did last time. They'll release it in theaters. Netflix will be dumb if they don't release this in theaters first. Release this in theaters. This is you're going to make money off of this. People like this franchise. And the thing I love about the Knives Out, but when I see the movie, it's going to make sense. Knives Out made more sense when you saw. But I guess since Knives Out is such a cool name, it was the first one. It's the one that everybody. And I don't know. And they're like saying, well, that's easier to market than the detective name. It's harder to say something Benoit LeBlanc. No, it's not. It's not that hard. If you push it and market it, we'll say it. It'll be committed to memory. But calling it a Knives Out franchise doesn't really make any sense. But anyway, that's only half of what makes these movies are written well. They're done well. They're directed well. But what makes them great is the odd cast. With Chris Evans being the bad guy in the first one, and Dave Bautista, what he brought to the second one, and things like that. The cast is what makes these movies great. So I wanted to go over real fast what some I feel like are still rumored, but I think this is pretty official. And here's what we have so far. So starting off with, and I'm not 100% sure of the IMDb history of each person, but I'll just say the name. So if you know where these guys are from, remind me. I've seen him acting in other things before, but I can't remember where. But Andrew Scott has been revealed. Do you recognize him, baby?
I recognize
him. I recognize him too, but I just can't remember. You guys, if in the chat, if you recognize these actors and know where they play, Joe, if you have time to look them up on IMDb, I can pull it up. Up next, we have.
Oh, he was in Fleabag.
He was in.
I think he was the priest.
That's right.
Yeah.
Damn it, that's right. He was the priest. Awesome actor. Loved him in Fleabag. That up for me real fast.
She is in Priscilla.
Okay.
She is. I guess this movie's coming. Alien Romulus, which is.
That's not out.
But she's in
okay.
that.
Okay. So
Civil War, which I don't know.
I haven't seen it yet. So, okay. So
Pacific Rim Uprising.
I don't remember her in it, but
Bad Times at the El Royale.
Bad Times at the El Royale. I have not watched it yet, but I've been meaning to. I think Chris Hemsworth. No, have I? Bad Times at the, nah, I think. Is that the one with Chris Hemsworth? Next up, we have Kerry Washington. I would be so mad if she's the bad guy, but watch she be the bad guy. Watch she be has part 1 and part 2. Chris Evans was the villain. Part 2, it was also the main bad guy was a man. Well, they were all a lot of them were all pretty much bad people, but the main bad was always been man. Why she be the main villain? But we know Kerry Washington, so we know that she's gonna crush it. So I can't wait to see her. I haven't seen her in something on big screen in a while, so I'm excited to see her come up. We have Mila Kunis. I was surprised at this on with their friend from That 70s Show and man, that's now. If him and Daniel Craig ain't like teaming up to solve this damn thing, you got LeBlanc and Hawkeye on screen. I think that's a missed call. What do you think about that casting? I'm just glad.
I love Jeremy Renner, so
he came from.
Glad to see him. I mean, I know he already has come back and done his.
Of the show, yeah, Mayor Rich Yorkdale, okay, or something like that, yeah, something else that I've been meaning to watch. But I'm glad that he's up and about and doing it. But here's the one I'm the most excited about. Boom. There's your Oscar right there.
There you go.
Has not gotten that EGOT yet. One award, I believe, an Oscar away from getting an EGOT. But there she is. Glenn Close. So close to that EGOT. Maybe she's the villain. Maybe she's the villain. That performance that she gave us from what was it? Not Indecent Proposal. What was that movie with Michael Douglas? Affair, something.
With the rabbit.
With the boiling Glenn Close with that boiling that rabbit. She's gonna give us a performance like that. Damages. That was the TV show. That was a TV show that she played a very corrupt lawyer.
Fatal Attraction.
Fatal Attraction. Watch Fatal Attraction. Watch Damages, her TV series. If you want to see some classic Glenn Close drama on there. So Wake Up Deadman, a Knives Out mystery is what a couple Fermies.
No, it's just Nixon's.
Let's see what we got. What do we have here?
It was back at the top.
At the top, I see it. There we go. Let's see if the thing where it says for me. That's why the Kardashians did Family Feud. When they were on Family Feud?
I said, I didn't know that, and I love the Family Feud. She said she was surprised that she enjoyed it as well because she does not like the Kardashians.
Yeah. I feel like for me
so
that
it's find that episode.
I'm gonna have to look that episode up and watch that because it's like we surveyed 100 men, like what's something that men like to see their woman do. Filling for me, get butt fillers. For me, lip injections and Botox. And yeah, I bet you it just went like that. Or they probably did a good job. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being over harsh on it. So yeah, thanks for participating and giving us that Fermi comment. Anything? Let's see if there was anything else in there from anywhere else. No, don't see it yet. All right, so that'll do it, guys. Don't forget, like I said, guys, if you're watching this live, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't become a subscriber already. If you become a member or or a patron, it also helps support the channel to get to our channel to where it needs to go. Your comments, everything, it also helps as well. I didn't know if I meant that or not. I was like, okay, maybe I'll do it one more time, maybe. Then we got the announcement. Like the day before yesterday, I believe it was, we got the email that Dallas Fan Expo has invited us again to cover their event. I haven't applied for press passes to cover that event in Dallas in a couple of years, but I looked into it and I just decided to give them a shout out. They responded back in like a day. They're like, yeah, you can come. So what I said was true. Ruby Rod, Corbin, my man, Corbin, oh my God. So we're gonna be back. I guess we're gonna be there for 2 days, for Friday and Saturday. So it's gonna be our first time going to Dallas Fan Expo. It's not our first time getting invited and covering it, but that's a whole different story I'm not gonna get into. But it's our first time. Instead of sending somebody to cover it that's a part of the channel, we're gonna cover. So me and Joy. So babe, so Ruby Rod still alive. What do you think? So what do you think? Both costumes or just the leopard or just the opera? What do you think?
I mean, I guess we'll have to start with the leopard on Friday and see the response, and then you can decide
whether or not I'm gonna put the roses on there.
Yeah.
Guys, I'll let you guys decide in the chat. Should I bring out the leopard outfit? Or instead of like it could. but Dallas Expo. So you'll be seeing me post about that on social media. So Ruby Ride still alive. We will be at Dallas Fan Expo June 7th and 8th, I think. 7th and 8th. Okay, so if you're going to be in the Dallas area, if you are a cosplayer and you are going to be out there, give us a shout out. We would love to see you there. We're going to also interview, and we will be looking for our cosplayer of the year for
and we're going
Dallas
to do
Expo.
Better with tagging people and whatnot. We've learned
now. Yeah, we will get our own footage. We won't trust.
Right.
Yeah, we won't depend. We will hand out our own business cards, and we're gonna build this community and grow. So it should be great. So guys, give us some ideas, give us some thoughts on what you would like to see. And like I said, thank you guys for helping us out on the chat. Thank you, Nixon, for keeping it moving. And if you want to reach out to us, you can always do so at T3 Media Studios on all of the socials. Comment on videos and the community tabs and let us know what you guys would like to talk about and would like to see. If you want to reach out to me directly, that's there or at Chris W. Fagan on all socials. And Joy, if people want to do the same for you, where can they do so?
My TikTok is Viola Fagan, and my Instagram is Scrub Hats and More by Joy.
And until next time, guys, Talking Through the Medias was brought to you in front of a live studio audience of people that love to pop. Till next time, guys.